St. Francis High School is canceling its varsity football game tomorrow because too many players are sick. It's also not the only school with the bug going around. News 4's Jeff Preval is in the studio tonight with more from school leaders. Jeff?
Well, Don, in a statement, school leaders at St. Francis High say that game has been canceled because too many student athletes on the football team are sick. The Red Raiders were set to play at Catholic Memorial High. That's a school out of Massachusetts. That statement says that the decision, while disappointing, is in the best interest of student athletes and their health and safety after unusually high number of football players have not attended school this week. Meanwhile, over at King Center Charter School that's located in Buffalo, a teacher there reached out to News 4 concern about the number of COVID cases at the school. The school principal says that King Center is not experiencing a COVID outbreak and says they are monitoring the situation as it relates to COVID and following CDC guidelines.
I think it's important for people to realize that there's still a significant burden of disease in our community and unfortunately serious outcomes, where our most vulnerable being hospitalized. And most recently in this country, we're still experiencing the order of 500 plus deaths on a weekly basis.
Meanwhile, in Grand Island schools, the district superintendent there says their modified football team had to shut down practice this week because 5 students came down with mono. Grand Island schools say that they've sanitized locker rooms and reminded students not to share water bottles as ways to stop the spread. Now, during the COVID pandemic, local health departments, of course, were tracking COVID cases in schools, but that's no longer the case. Instead, schools themselves are responsible for taking steps to limit the spread of the virus. Jeff Preval, News 4.